that's interesting. And then on the other side of technology in this space is, all the focus on the controls and the kind of risk mitigation tools that you can use. In this landscape, I think clients oftentimes, at least the risk manager or the person that's buying the insurance, is not really up to speed with things like they've probably heard of MFA. They've maybe seen that, when they log into their own personal banking institution, but they haven't necessarily kind of focused on it internally. And so what we see kind of in the SME and kind of middle market space is a lot of times the technology people or our own internal IT people are pushing for some of these controls. We need to go license and implement endpoint protection, right? And there's almost a resistance to it in the beginning when it's coming from the vendors, or it's coming from someone. It feels like they're being sold something that they don't want to buy, or they don't know whether they need to buy it. And so it's easier for them to kind of say, no, I think we just need some of the basics and, we'll be okay. And they'll listen, but they kind of feel resistance. Whereas if the education is coming from the underwriters and the brokers to the client, these are the things that are necessary for you to be insurable. And if you don't have them by next year, you're not going to be able to get coverage. We see clients, small and large, much more willing to listen, learn, and then they're going back internally or externally to the provider saying, okay, I believe that I now need this. Can you go do this? And they say, of course we can do that. That's, these are simple things that we can do. So I feel like the education piece related to these technology controls and the kind of things that the insureds need to adopt is really kind of incumbent on the brokers and carriers to educate the end client, small, medium, and large, on all the updated controls they need, because they're much more willing to engage and potentially buy and implement these things if they understand it versus being sold something in the other direction.